Around the Table on Harrison's Original, KHOZ.
Welcome to Around the Table. It's a Thursday edition of Around the Table with Ann and with Dan and Ann.
What is our names, Dan and Ann?
What? Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Are you okay over there?
Yeah, just had to expel some.
Well, I guess if you're going to burp, get your mouth as close to the microphone as you can.
Well, I didn't just lean up on it.
Well, you were telling you were telling me this morning you had a little.
I didn't feel well this morning.
Yeah.
I had a little problem. I knew I was just.
And
I think yesterday's lunch
we focused.
Didn't settle well.
Yeah, we focused it on you. You were out and you ate something you weren't supposed to, and
something didn't like it.
Well, you're supposed to eat it, but the ingredients were.
Felt fine last night though. That's the weird part. Felt totally fine.
Okay.
Went to bed and all that. But I got up this morning. I was like, I want to puke, or I'm going to puke. I wasn't sure which one it was.
I think everyone's had that thing.
Y'all want to know more? You want to know where I had to stop and do? No, I'm just kidding.
Do you ever just watch videos? Like you get stuck on watching video after video. Yeah. I watched one this morning, and it was about things made in India.
Okay.
You know, these holiday tins with cookies in them.
Yeah, are they made in India?
Yeah.
So they ship them from India over here?
Yeah. And then they go to a video of Indians making the food. They're like in a back shack working on the concrete floor, mixing up the dough, and they're barefooted and
You're kidding.
No. I'm not kidding. And this is not AI
They're
either.
barefooted?
Yeah.
I'm not eating more
And they're
than
using their
10 cookies.
hands to mix the stuff up and
No gloves or anything?
mm-mm.
So those nice little Christmas cookies you're fixing to get, I don't believe I'd eat them. You know, a lot of cars, we bought cars before. Of course, we used to have quite a problem buying cars, but anyway.
Cars?
Yeah.
Cars,
but
okay.
They'd send you home with or you get one in the mail, a tin of cookies.
Oh, yeah.
So they're probably made in India with somebody's feet.
Well, just, just look at where it's made. Of course, it doesn't, we don't know what goes on in these factories.
Well, we don't. We don't know what goes in American
there's
factories.
some restaurants here in town that have been flagged by the health department that, are probably shouldn't be,
They're not clean
eating there. Got to turn my phone down. I forgot to do that.
Yep.
Oh, well. Anyway, that's...
Well, I won't be eating any tin cookies.
If I find that video, I will play it here tomorrow.
And How about you send it to me?
Okay, I'll look for it.
That'll make me quit eating that crap.
At least you won't gain weight over the holidays, right?
Oh, not eating that.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Anyway.
You don't eat turkey for holidays, do you?
No, we
eat ham.
No. We eat the Cornish hens.
Yeah, that's Cornish hens.
They're juicier, and I can almost eat one of those.
Well, they're little.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like eating a pygmy
but that's
turkey.
Like for two of you, right?
Yeah.
You'll have more than two at your house, so you'll have six.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but we get to, we've already bought them, too.
Hens.
We've already.
Where do you buy a Cornish hen at?
At the Cornish Hen Depot.
Okay.
That's all they sell there is Cornish hens.
Okay.
All
right, then.
No fixins there.
What is a Cornish hen, anyway?
It's a small chicken. It's a Cornish. It's a
What's a
Cornish?
Cornish?
They only grow so big. Yeah.
They're deliberately done that way?
I
or
would
they're
assume.
just young chickens?
Well, they may be young.
Kind of like veal is a young
They may be.
calf.
They may be from India. They may have shipped them over from India. We don't know what happens to them.
Did you look to see where they come from?
No. I would assume that they're domesticated somehow. But the Cornish Depot It's not called the big box store. It's called the little box store because they're in little boxes.
Alrighty then.
Oh boy, this is as good as it gets, folks.
Y'all, this is the cream of the crop. We start out with a belch, we talk about barf, and then we go straight into Cornishans.
All right. Well, you want to do some weather?
Oh, Dan, nothing would bring me more pleasure.
Okay, let's get back on. This may get us back on track.
Today is going to be mostly sunny with a high of 74 degrees, and then tonight partly cloudy with a low of 54. Tomorrow, Friday, sunny with a high of 77. Some wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour are possible. Friday night, mostly clear with a low of 59. And Saturday, sunny with a high of, it's going to get dang near to 80.
Yeah.
79 for your high. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low of 50, and then take it away.
Well, and the rain they just keep pushing the rain back. It was supposed to rain this weekend, but it looks like it's not. Sunday, it looks like it's going to be sunny, high 69, with a low of 49 for Saturday night. Monday, 30% chance of showers, mainly afternoon, with a high of 72. Monday night, 40% chance of showers. And then on Tuesday, mostly sunny, high 67, with an overnight low of 45. And then Wednesday, high 62.
Okay, I was seeing what the date was then. We'll have another week before Thanksgiving after that forecast.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there.
And
the leaves are blowing everywhere.
Oh, yeah. It seems like there's a lot this year. I've got to get out and blow them.
Richard was out, but he had his earphones in. But he was out using that thing I told you about, the thing that sucks the leaves out and washes them out and all that. And I forgot to ask him about gutters.
About the gutters?
Yeah,
you should need to ask him about gutters.
I forgot. You can't talk to him when he has his earbuds in.
Well, you go over and you pull it up. You say, Richard, I got something to ask you.
I put it on my calendar so I could talk to him when he was in the house. That's what I'll do.
Who's on the show today?
We have Layne Ragsdale and Michael Bardwell, and they are with Nest Financial. Michael has recently joined forces with Layne, so we'll find out about that union and what they have to offer.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
We'll see what kind of dynamic duo they are.
I'm a little worried.
Oh, how's that?
I don't know. It may be too dynamic for me this morning.
We'll just see how dynamic they are when they come in.
Dynamic.
They'll be in after our first break. But now let's work on our topics to ponder. You okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Okay, if you've already answered this question, we've reworded it a little bit
to
make it more clarified.
The graphic was horrible, wasn't it?
Yes. So, if you could choose, would you prioritize your day or let your day evolve?
I would love to let my day evolve.
But I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you make notes to yourself?
I put it on my calendar now because I'll lose my note.
Yeah, I have to have notes. Otherwise.
Me too.
Otherwise, I won't have a day at all. I'll just flitter about.
Well, and you'll wonder, what was it I was going to do that I forgot to do? You know, that type of thing. But I make myself
You have to
lists.
prioritize?
I do. Some days I don't. Like Saturday, pretty much a lot of times, that's just kind of a free-for-all.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't.
I think I'm the same.
Yeah.
What's our people saying?
Well, just a moment.
Oh, okay.
So the question was, if you could choose, would you prioritize your day or let your day evolve? And I said yes.
Yes.
A little bit of both. Yes.
A little bit of both.
Yes, I would do that. Kelly said, I'd like to think I prioritize it, but then life happens and it just evolves.
It just evolved, yeah.
Leslie King said, just seize the day, I guess. Letting things upset or change plans is not healthy. My brother Paul Barron said, some days need prioritizing and some days don't. And we kind of said that ourselves. Yeah. Jim Bumgardner said, I do both. I start with a map, but reroute as needed. Okay.
He's got a map. He travels then.
I guess
I would assume if he's got a map. Come on.
And Joshua Hickman said, I start off prioritized, but then my ADD kicks in, and I just go with it.
Yes, that's my day. I usually have like 2 or 3 things on my list that I got to do, and then at the end of the day, I go, wow, I didn't even get to the first one.
when something, if you have your list and something interrupts that, how do you handle that? Oh, there's another topic to ponder.
What do I do when I
when it gets interrupted, when you've got your priorities down, you know what you want to accomplish, but yet something throws a monkey wrench in it.
When the phone
how
rings,
do you handle it?
When the phone rings,
that's another one.
That's
text messages.
Yeah. Or somebody says, "I really need this now," or somebody walks in and you go,
Well, how do you handle that?
You handle them like they're the most important thing in the world.
The customer is never wrong.
Yeah. And you try to find out. It always takes me at least a half an hour to get back to where I was.
Yeah.
You know how that works.
Yeah.
It takes you an hour to get to where you're being productive and you're
Right.
flowing.
You're in the zone.
You're in the zone, and then somebody walks in. Hey, man, how you doing?
You want to buy some
Hey,
cookies?
yeah. These are from India. All righty.
We want you to go to our Facebook
go to our
page and give
Facebook
us your
page.
thoughts about that topic to ponder for today.
Which is?
If you could choose, would you prioritize your day or let your day evolve?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
Well, that'll get you going.
Yep.
Is this the Nutcracker? Is that right? Okay.
I danced ballet to this
Oh.
back in the day.
You had a tutu?
Oh, yeah, I had a tutu. I always called myself Wanda the Waltzing Walrus because I just.
Oh, my
I
gosh,
was
really?
I have a picture and I'm like this. This is this is not how ballerinas do it, but whatever. I was young. 85 years ago, the Walt Disney classic Fantasia premiered. From the film, here's a portion of the Nutcracker Suite done by the Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra.
We see reflected in a dark mirror dimly a chance now to let go of the pain, the grief.
This was back in 1982, 43 years ago. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial, designed by Maya Layne, was dedicated on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. One of the speakers that day took note of the black granite walls that bear the names of the war dead.
Okay.
We fully understand the hardship of your task. We know about the cold, windswept nights that leave you aching from head to foot, I'm sure.
42 years ago, ignoring advisors who feared for his safety, President Reagan visited the demilitarized zone between North Korea and South Korea and spoke with soldiers there.
Okay. And then 28 years ago today, The Lion King opened on Broadway, and we had some music there. But we were.
You know,
Is that the one?
Yeah.
We immediately dropped to the floor as we continued to hear numerous gunshots. The woman next to me had a fatal injury.
10 years ago, the worst attack on French soil since World War II took place as Islamic State militants carried out coordinated attacks in Paris on the National Stadium. Restaurants and a crowded concert hall, killing 130 people and wounding more than 350. Charlotte was eating dinner when the shooting began.
Francis Goring abducted 3 women. We're looking for a 4th.
Criminal Minds.
Yes. This is a birthday cut. Actor Joe Montagna was born on this day in 1947. He's 78. His roles include FBI profiler David Rossi on Criminal Minds.
I'm asking the Republicans and Democrats to join me in a bipartisan conversation to find solutions.
Actor Chris Knott was born this day in 1954. He is 71. His roles include Law and Order, Sex and the City, and the governor of Illinois on The Good Wife.
I was thinking more like Vegas, get some butts in the seats.
That was Whoopi Goldberg. Of course, we all know that voice, and she was born on this day in 1955. She's 70.
Wow.
Goldberg's many roles include a lounge singer running from the mob in Sister Act. She did she hid out in a convent and jazzed up the choir.
Boy, did she.
Yeah, she was good back then.
Yeah.
Hollywood, it's Jimmy Kimmel Live!
Late night host Jimmy Kimmel was born this day in 1967. He is 58, and that was the intro to his late night talk show.
Mm-hmm. And then our last birthday cut is actor Gerard Butler. He was born on this day in 1969, 56 years ago. He starred in the film 300 and performed the music of the night as the title role of the 2000 film musical The Phantom of the Opera.
I didn't know that,
did you? Didn't either.
Well, okay.
All right. We're up to date on our weather and our current topics to ponder and our history lesson. You will be graded at the end of the show.
Wow.
But now we're going to take a break. This show is sponsored by Stone Bank, and they're graciously sponsoring the entire hour.
Thank you, Stone Bank.
Some people could sponsor 52 minutes worth, but they decide to do.
Well, we appreciate that they did the entire hour.
They do. But Layne Ragsdale and Michael Bardwell from Nest Financial will be here, and after the break, and we'll take that right now. Stay with us. And welcome back to Around the Table. What was a short break, was it not?
Yeah, that was short.
Yeah, in the studio with us is Layne Ragsdale right across from me, and next to her is Michael Bardwell. Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you. We've got to be a step up from your previous conversation about barfing.
Oh, my gosh.
Other bodily functions.
You know, the problem is we never know. And we don't script this, so...
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, we're hoping.
We don't edit either.
Even if we did script it, it would go off script so much.
Yes.
I'm sorry about that. We apologize, but... Hopefully that's one of the things that people listen
Dan and I
for.
just said we just keep it real.
There you go. There you go.
Well, we've been together long enough to realize that realize that we can say and do whatever. Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. We're glad to be here.
You've both been here before, but you haven't been here as a team.
That's right. That's right.
Well, we have Layne and Michael, but from Nest Financial. But how did this? It was just you.
It has
correct?
been me for, I actually this month is my 20th anniversary as a financial professional. I got my licensing and all November 5th, 2005.
Okay.
And so this is 20 years. For the first 5 years, I was in business with Ken Savells, as you all remember, and I did shows and stuff with y'all there. And then in 2010, I moved my office home, stayed connected to Ken through LPL, which is our broker-dealer, but started the Nest Financial. And last year, it occurred to me, it has grown to the point I need backup.
Oh, boy.
It's been me for 15 years.
Right.
And that's not good for me, and it probably wasn't as good as I would hope for all my clients either if they wanted something and couldn't get a hold of me right then.
It might have spread you a little thin.
It does. It had just gotten to the point where I needed help. And about that time, ta-da, Michael.
Did you just show up on her doorstep and say, yo, I needed...
Just about, yeah. I was in a basket, and my mom dropped me off.
The stork.
Yeah, I thought, oh, he's mine.
Well, this was not your... I don't know what field. I don't recall what field you were in.
So I've been a financial advisor for about 8.5 years.
Okay.
And I've watched what Layne's done from afar, and saw that she was so community minded and involved, and that's something that I always admired and wanted to be more part of. And having a wife who works a lot and 4 kids.
Well, and she's within the community.
She is. Yeah. And so. So I wanted something that maybe gave me a little bit more flexibility, and I saw what Layne was doing, and just approached her to kind of talk about what it looked like in her world, and anyway, we continued that conversation for about a year. And then just everything kind of aligned, and here we are, the new dynamic duo.
Peanut butter and jelly.
The DD, the dynamic duo.
Yes, right. Yes.
So for people that don't know what Nest Financial is, give us a microcosm of what it is.
Financial services through the broad spectrum.
Okay.
Investment planning, but we also do insurances. We do company retirement plans.
Oh, okay.
We do company benefits. And on top of that, I went back and I got my certified financial planning certificate probably 8 or 9 years ago. And you actually helped me with that. I don't know if you remember. I had to do a video.
Right,
and you helped me create the video to send in for my final approval, kind of like my doctorate dissertation, was kind of, Dan was a part of that in helping me with that.
Do I get any residuals from that?
No.
Oh,
no.
Not making money on that video yet. Okay.
No. Sorry. Yeah. I'm not
story.
even making money on the video. But because of that, then that gives us a broad range that we can deal with clients to where they can come to us with kind of whatever their financial issue is, and we can either steer them in the right direction or we can take the parts of it that we know we're good at and be able to put that in place for them and help them monitor it.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned insurances.
Yes.
So what do you mean by that? I mean, you think of an investment,
Yes.
That's not what I would have...
No, but for financial services, it is one of the key components of our any of our financial world. We're all dealing with how we keep ourselves insured, how we keep our stuff insured, and all of that. And so both of us are licensed on both life and health insurance. So we can do annuities. I have group health plans. I have all the weird stuff that I do through a company, vision and dental and life insurance, company life insurances, and all of that. So we do that. Don't do property and casualty, so you're going to have to go find somebody else if you're afraid you're going to wreck your car. But for the other part of that, because when you do a financial plan, one of the first things you need to talk to people about is how are they keeping their risk under control?
Sure.
And that's their insurances. Another big one that's important in both of our practices is long-term care. You can do a great financial plan for somebody, but if they or their parents in a lot of cases have needs, you went through that with your mom. They have a need that you're going to have some kind of help for them, and 70% of us do, honestly, and usually it's family.
And you have to be able to pay for that.
You have to be able to pay for that. That's got to be a part. It's almost like you have to start with the end in mind and figure out how you're going to protect yourself in those last few very expensive years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then work your way back to that.
And I don't think people go into like investment, as let's say as a client.
Yes.
Thinking along that line that you've got to prepare for kind of the unexpected.
Yes.
But
well, we've kind of laughed. I've said, as we sit down and talk to people, I often tell, especially the men, sorry, Dan, because men usually die earlier in a relationship, and so oftentimes you're dealing with the wife
Oh, yeah.
and what they maybe. It doesn't always work like that, but that's kind of where you start. And I always say to the guys, please don't like twitch or anything, but we're going to spend a lot of time talking about if you die, don't,
Well, and men
and then vice
typically
versa.
you think of as the handler of that,
Yes.
and if you lose that, then you need to have a plan in place.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I had no idea that you did that too.
Yeah.
So.
I do. That was why I was getting a little spread thin, and why I'm
Oh,
so
boy.
thrilled that we've got.
Well, it's good that your business has grown to a point
Right.
where
It
you
is.
need that help.
Yeah.
What's the do you guys deal with the stock market too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
That's what I thought.
We do.
What stock market's doing really good lately?
It really is.
Yeah.
And
what's going to happen? Come on, predict.
yeah. Past performance is not an indicator of future performance.
Yes.
We have to say that
For
over and
sure.
over and over and over again. And it really is. And it goes back to the idea of trying to plan overall and having a plan. The stock market has done really good, but you don't want to throw everything in that because the stock market, whenever it does really good, there is a time it does not as good.
Right.
And
It can be really, really bad.
It can be really, really bad.
Now that's where the day traders get in trouble, right?
Yes.
They start predicting what's going to go up, and then they sell when it's high and whatever.
Well, and your emotions kick in.
Yeah.
You know, you get nervous. It's really high, and so you're really good, so you want to hang on to it, and then it drops, and you don't want to sell it because it was doing really good, and then you panic, and then you sell when it's down. And
I could see where that would be like an addiction, like gamblers too.
Yeah. And we've got, I think, a great partnership here that's good for my clients and good for Michael's clients too. I'm going to say he is better at the analytical, the stock market, spending time with it. That's where he put a lot of focus in the last 8 years. And so that is a huge component of people's financial plan.
You bet.
And he enjoys that part more than I do.
Yeah.
Is that safe to say? Like I do it, but it's like, okay,
No, for sure.
And that is what he has really delved into more. Where I have spent more of my time doing the overall planning, the benefits, the long-term care, all of those kind of things. And so it's a great partnership because when people say, okay, I want this, this, and this, I go, great, Michael will love to look at that for you.
You want to have your nest laid and then be able to have done that such a good job of that with help.
Right.
To be able to live out the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Okay.
And have it. To me, that idea of having a full-blown financial plan where you can look at it and know how you're meeting it or not meeting it, or how the changes have affected it, is so important because then you can relax and enjoy that time. Right. Otherwise, I'm close to retirement. Y'all are close to retirement. Michael's young. He's not there yet. But, I know. Yeah.
I'll just be quiet.
Yeah, you don't get to talk about this part. That idea that once you've got that plan in place that you can see how you're doing allows you to take a deep breath and enjoy what you do have. Because so often you've got that low-level anxiety that I don't know if it's okay to spend this money. I don't know if it's okay to buy this house or to take this trip or something.
Right.
You haven't. So I'll give our plug for our business after hours.
Okay.
We're doing business after hours with the Chamber Thursday the 20th. So
a week from today.
Thursday, a week from today. Yeah. Oh gosh, it is Thursday. Yeah, a week from today.
Thursday.
And it's from 4:30 to 6 at Signature Towers. The Chamber's been wonderful to work with us to put this together. But one of the things we're going to do there, our grand prize that we're giving away, is a full-blown financial plan for you or someone in your family.
Wow, that's
a
huge.
minimum of $500. I mean, that's for a little baby. That's $500. So we're going to do that and work on that together, and that'll be fun for that. And it's a big booklet. I know Dan has seen them because he helped me, but it's a big booklet of kind of what to plan for, where your risks are. If you're going to make it in retirement or not. There's a horrible page that says yes, you're going to retire rich, or boy, you need to work till you're 80.
Which nobody wants. Well, some people may want to. I shouldn't say that. Nobody does. But
yeah. May not be able to.
Right.
There's the issues.
Well, that's
some
true.
people want to, but you also have to be prepared if you've got an illness or something. That takes you out of the workforce, or your spouse has an illness or something that takes you out.
Well, you said you did this at home.
Yes.
Are you still like home based?
I'm still home based.
How do You go to her house?
I do. So yeah, so she has she's got an awesome home office set up.
Okay.
So we're not just sitting on her couch. I mean, there's
That's true. Just come on in.
Come on in. Make yourself comfortable. Take your shoes off. And so yeah, that's where we meet clients.
Okay.
And it's very comfortable. Layne has 15 years of folks doing this and enjoying it, and it's worked for them, and it works for us, and so it's great. It's a great setup.
And it's wonderful because his house is a minute and a half away.
Oh,
and so
that's
and
cheating.
So it's my satellite. His home address is our satellite office where he can legally work there, as we have to do. But my home is it.
Okay.
Wow,
that's weird.
You know, I can't stress the importance of preparing.
Right.
Being prepared so that when that catastrophic moment hits you, you've got it lined out, and that's what y'all do. And
I've told him
people do that.
I've loved working at home because people come in and they're sitting there at the table, and it's a comfortable thing. Nobody else is walking in or out, or their phones aren't ringing. And so it is comfortable. I love the word that you used. It is comfortable. It's also the place where people come when they just found out their spouse has cancer.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Or their spouse just passed away, or they have a kid that's in trouble, or something. They can come there, you give them a cup of coffee and set a box of Kleenexes out, and then figure out how you can help. And I think you all know, I've been both widowed and divorced, and now happily married. I've tried all versions. And so I understand what that is, and I can sure sympathize and help people be planned. But that idea, people always say to you, well, tell me if there's something I can do to help. I can look at somebody in those situations and say, I know how to help.
Right.
Bring me what you got, or tell me what you need next, and I can do that.
Right.
And that's something that not everybody gets to do in life. So I'm grateful, and I know he has the same heart for service and for people. And
that's tough if you don't have the heart. It really is.
It is, and I know he does, and that's been great. And I'll throw a plug in. He's also bilingual, so our Spanish people.
Oh, that's
good.
Very helpful.
Absolutely.
It is raised in Honduras.
In Honduras, right. And so we're starting to see some opportunities there, and anyway, just excited about the potential to help anyone and everyone.
I was going to say, you have room for growth now
Absolutely.
that you're
always.
Yeah, hugely now, which is what's so exciting about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we coming to the end of the interview, but we need to let people know how to get a hold of you.
Yes,
of course.
Please.
Our phone number is the best way. 870-741-6378.
Okay.
Which is, by the way, 870-74. No, did I say 741? Gosh, I forgot. Nest. And it spells Nest. N-E-S-T. That's what I was trying to get to, and then I screwed up. No, she didn't even know her own phone number. But that's us. It rings in and rings to our number. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see Layne or Michael about setting up your nest.
Yes.
So that you're prepared.
Feathering your nest.
Feathering your nest, exactly. Wow. Okay, you can give them a call at 870-741-NEST or 6378. But thank you all. It's good to know that you're out there and that you're available and ready to work with people.
We are, and thanks for having us. Thank
you
for calling.
Thank you, and welcome to her team.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled to be
here.
here.
What's in the refrigerator today for lunch?
Rotary.
Rotary?
Yeah, you want to come to Rotary with me? Yeah. So Western Sizzling is in my refrigerator for lunch. Both of us.
I was hoping we could all come to your place. I mean, you just invite people to come over.
Yeah, they do. One of my funniest things was I got ready to leave one day, and I heard somebody talking. I thought, what the heck? And a client had taken a phone call and went in the kitchen and was sitting there all kicked back, happily drinking coffee and having a conversation. And said, I love you.
Okay.
But you have to go away now.
Go away.
Out the door.
This is my home.
Yeah. I'm leaving. You have to.
Well, give them a call if you're interested in maybe talking over where they're at. You can help them find out where they're at and where they need to go, right?
Absolutely. There's a piece to that.
870-741-6378, 870-741-NEST, if you like to figure out where the alphabet
I don't think that
correlates.
Works on cell phones.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for
We're
having us.
going to take another break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. And welcome back to Around the Table. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We've got a lot of show to get to, don't we?
Yes, we love days when technical things are going, I'm gonna beat you today.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was a great information from Layne and Michael, and I'm glad that she's able to expand. And I think that would be a great place to go if you don't already have a commitment with a financial advisor. I would suggest that you hunt up Layne and or Michael.
Yeah, I was hoping that they would give us some inside scoops on.
I know. What stock should we own?
Here's what I'd like to find a stock. I don't want to buy like several. I just want one stock. I put maybe $50 in it, but I want it to return like $500,000 within 3 months or something.
Well, good luck with that.
Does that ever happen?
You know, there's one that I've invested in that does really, really well. But the problem is, if it dies, you have to diversify your portfolio.
It's got to be easier than that, though.
Well, it's not.
Oh.
It's not, Dan.
That's probably why so many people are involved in it, because it's such a it's a machine with a lot of gears.
Yeah.
You got to figure out which gear to connect to another gear to make the other gears work for you. And
yeah. You need
to
prepare that.
When you talk about diversification, you have some stocks.
Well, there's different sectors even within that whole business of stocks.
Oh.
You know, you've got the tech stocks, you've got health stocks, you've got energy stocks, all that. And you don't want to, this is all I've ever heard from my financial advisor, is you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, because tech has done phenomenal this year, but it can also just plummet. And if you have the bulk of your stuff invested in tech stocks, then your whole portfolio is going to go.
Yeah. Well, I hear a lot of people, when you talk about stocks, sometimes they always go back to, I mean, if you live in this area, you hear people say, boy, if I was smart, I would have bought some Walmart stock when they went public.
Right.
Because, they split so many times.
So you own, twice as much or whatever. Anyway, there's your stock advice from Ann and Dan, and I'm not sure I would take it, but with a grain of salt.
Oh, boy, yeah.
But find you a decent financial advisor.
Oh, boy.
Dan, I didn't even get a chance to look at these. This has just been a little bit wild today.
It's been a wild day. Anyway, there's a dude that steals a bus, continues to pick up and drop passengers off. Well, he's trying to be...
He stole the bus.
Stole the bus.
Okay.
Up in Canada, somebody stole an idling city bus in Hamilton, Ontario, with about 10 passengers on board.
Wow.
And not only did he drive the route about 15 minutes, but the driver also continued to take the stops.
Wow.
Along the way. And when somebody tried getting onto the stolen bus with an expired bus pass, the bus hacker allegedly refused to let him ride.
Oh, wow.
So he's trying to be the bus driver. And he knew all about what the bus driver did. And he refused to let the guy ride until he paid with extra change. He eventually pulled over and gave himself up. The 36-year-old drifter is now facing charges. Poor guy.
So now, are we going to have to, ask our bus driver to show us his qualifications?
Well, I saw a video yesterday of a bus driver that was San Francisco. And, San Francisco's got those hills and stuff.
Sure.
And she was driving one of those trolleys, and she fell asleep. And the bus, or whatever it was, the trolley started going 50 miles an hour. And
oh, my gosh.
The brakes wouldn't work. The emergency brakes wouldn't work properly. And so I think
what a nightmare.
She lost her job.
I bet she did.
Yeah.
Speaking of losing jobs, a lot of the air traffic controllers and the airports are struggling right now with they don't have as many air traffic controllers. I mean, there's an issue there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know from experience or not you have to have them.
Yep.
You have to have them. Well, the FAA is banning some private jets from 12 major airports. I think they've decreased flights in 12 major airports as well, because
they're cutting out the needless
they don't have the staff to support that. So Oh, I didn't just mark on myself. You know who hasn't had trouble flying during the government shutdown, though?
Oh, tell me. I think
People
I know
who can afford private jets.
Yeah.
Well,
Elizabeth Warren, I saw her
she get off her private jet.
Get off her private jet with her staff, and the camera was here, and there was somebody in front of her, and she shadowed that person so she wouldn't be seen. Yeah.
Well, we all know whose jet it is.
Yeah.
The number of people flying privately jumped from 5% from this time last year. So it has increased. However, the FAA is cracking down on that too. In addition to the flight reductions for us normal people, there's now a ban on private jets for 12 major airports. So, just if you're a private, I'm not going to. I watch this guy on TikTok, and he finds jets for people. He helps them get from point A to point B. Okay. I mean, like, it's expensive stuff. But the price of those private jets is unreal.
Well, if you got the money.
Like, I don't have the money to do that.
I mean, if you got stocks and bonds and
don't mind spending your money at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk about Chat GPT, AI, and what we really use it for.
What do we use it for?
Well, you saw what I used it for earlier.
Yes, I did.
The Washington Post analyzed 47,000 Chat GPT conversations, and how did they get into my conversation? How did they get into these conversations? How did the Washington Post get into Chat GPT's conversations? Personal conversations.
Well, I guess just like you do, right? I mean, are you talking about not directly?
When you get on ChatGPT, you start a conversation with, well, how did they get into my conversation? If they got into 47,000 ChatGPT conversations, they got in somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, how are they looking at your stuff?
Anyway, they did that, and here's what they say about who's really using it for. About a third of the people that chat were looking for a particular answer to a question like the best hair removal product or analyzing a text fight with your spouse. Like, who's right? I know I'm right.
So you really, I wouldn't, okay.
Yeah. 13% were just discussions about life. 20% were discussions about coding and math homework. And the rest were just lazy people who wanted to summarize articles and reports that they were supposed to read.
So they just kind of use that, like, what are those called? Cliff notes.
Cliff notes, yeah.
Cliff notes, yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm sorry, I haven't really looked at this.
Google files for a federal lawsuit against cyber criminals for phishing attacks. You ever get
like phishing as in Phish?
Yeah. Have you ever gotten an email that was trying to fish?
Yeah, we got one here yesterday. That was phishing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What they try to do is, if it seems to be unusual that you don't know, I mean, I get text on my phone. It says, "Where were you at yesterday?" I'm like, who the heck is this?
Right. And how'd you get my phone number?
And if you respond back to it, they are just putting random phone numbers out there. They're not. They don't necessarily know it's you. But if you respond, and they carry on a conversation, then they find out more information about you.
It's kind of like picking the lottery.
Right. Well, Google has filed a federal lawsuit against the cyber criminals. Now, how do they find them? I don't know. Remember those unpaid tolls? Texts? You've gotten those. I've got them. We were getting for a while. Google says that up to 100 million credit card numbers were compromised because of that.
Oh, because they put it. They thought they fell for it.
People that do travel think, oh, they took a picture of my license number and I got to pay this bill. They're never expensive. It's like $12 or $13.
But you get enough $12 or $13.
But if you get, how many did I say? 100 million. So if there's $1 that you pay, these fishers make $100 million from this scam.
Dang.
Yeah. And now the company is suing the group of cyber criminals in China who are accused of massive text phishing scams against Americans, which includes those texts from like the unpaid tolls. Mm-hmm. Lawyers say it can be hard to file suit against people in another country because of extradition laws, But at the very least, those hackers won't be able to travel to the U.S. ever again. So what? They've made their money.
No kidding.
Yeah.
They've already screwed you over.
Yeah.
You know, people need to be more aware of that kind of thing. And then a lot of banks and a lot of different places will say, we will never send you something like that. And I think if you get something random like that on your phone, I would do some research. I certainly wouldn't go answer it and give them my credit card number for Pete's sake. Yeah. But on a positive note, dark chocolate can improve your memory within 1 hour of eating it.
Well, good.
So let's break out the dark chocolate.
I eat it all the time.
Well, there is new science that says nibbling on some dark chocolate doesn't just boost your memory and focus by 30%. It can give you results within an hour. Japanese researchers say it's something to do with the bitterness of the chocolate that sends a kind of jolt to the brain. Now, mind you, they may test it on mice, so it's not like they are reciting their ex's names or chronological order or anything. But if chocolate ain't your thing, apples, berries, red wine do the trick too. So there's alternatives.
Red wine?
Well, I heard that one. That's the one I heard.
So if you drink
all I heard was red wine.
So if you drink one glass, it's gonna help your memory. If you take 2 glasses, you might knock you out.
It might impair your memory.
It might impair your memory.
Depending on how sensitive you are.
All right, how about a break? Let's see if we can go past 1 minute breaks.
Okay. Yeah, what the flip?
All right, we're going to take another break and try to see what the problems are.
Fix this problem.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us. And welcome back to Around the Table. Oh my gosh, had a little technical issues going on there, so sorry about the long commercial break.
We were trying to catch up on the ones we hadn't been able to air because we came back really quick.
Really scheduled the right way, and we got it scheduled the right way for today. Tomorrow may be another hectic, chaotic mess.
We'll try not to talk about the gross part at the beginning of the show.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. So, have you ever been to the beach?
Yeah, I've been to the beach one time.
Did you see the seagulls and were they bothering you?
You know what? Those are kind of like the flying rats of New York.
New York?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they're nasty creatures, aren't they?
Well, they are kind of gross.
And they're aggressive.
They're pack animals.
Yeah.
They do. They kind of seem to be in a little, I guess it's called a flock.
Yeah.
But I'm going to call it a pack. And they will come up if you're eating something. They want your food.
Yeah.
They want to get in there.
And they know they're protected, too.
Do you know how to get rid of them?
No, how do we do
I
it?
stand up and I'll just chase them.
Chase them, yeah.
It says here, if you've got a seagull pacing around you for a bite of your lunch, forget the sweet talk. Just yell at them. Researchers in England actually did an experiment on this and found that seagulls are most likely to leave you alone if you shout at them. So they like to be yelled at.
Okay.
They left out Tupperware containers full of French fries in seaside towns and waited for the birds to approach. And then they played sounds of men yelling, and the seagulls trotted along their way. Researchers also think that seagulls can distinguish between men and women's voices, and they're more likely to react to men. So ladies, you need to get that guttural sound coming out. Okay.
There you go.
I'll never have any.
That scared me. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I'm sure. Woo!
Let's see. Most people can't tell the difference between AI music and the real thing. You hear about this?
I can.
You can?
I can.
Okay.
Yes.
A new survey of 9,000 people found that 97% can't tell the difference between music made by an artificial intelligence and music made by humans. Well, if you listen to some of the music today, it's unimpactful. Anyway.
Right. And well, go ahead with your story.
Perfect timing. Billboard reveals this week that the #1 song by the country Walk My Walk, which was created by an AI artist named Breaking Rust, which is really not a real person. More than 80% of the people in the survey were embarrassed that they couldn't distinguish between the two. And the same amount said that AI music should be clearly labeled.
Now, I misspoke because I can't just tell if a song is that. But I have heard artists that I know what they sound like. And someone will go in and make an AI version of them singing something, and I can detect whether that's actually the person because it doesn't sound the same. But I wouldn't know if it was just something random. You know, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So do you know what to do? We want to do that?
Yes. You know what today is?
You're listening to the original.
Well, I believe
guess
it'd be
that's
time
it.
for us to leave.
We are out, and we'll see you tomorrow.
235 CE.
CBS News Brief. Crews in West Virginia found the body of a missing coal miner this morning. CBS's Michael Wallace.
Foreman Steve Lipscomb went missing Saturday in the Rolling Thunder mine after his crew struck an unknown pocket of water which flooded the